morning I ran across this story about, the Clippers owner, Donald Sterling. And I was, listening to this audio of him being blatantly racist towards black people and minorities in general, basically. This whole argument he had with his girlfriend about how he don't want her hanging around blacks and taking pictures in public with them, yada, yada, yada. Yet and still, this man is the owner of the Clippers, which is, I'm sure, predominantly black. I'm going to go ahead and roll that, audio clip for you guys to see this, or not see this, but listen to it. And then I'll be back with my commentary.
Honey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
I wish I can change the color of my skin.
That isn't the issue. You missed the issue.
What's the issue?
The issue is we don't have to broadcast it.
I'm not broadcasting anything. I don't do anything wrong.
Nobody said you did anything wrong.
I don't do anything wrong. If we ever have any issues, it's because people call you and tell you things about me that are not true.
Why are you broadcasting?
I'm not broadcasting
anything. Why are you
anything.
taking pictures with minorities? Why?
What's wrong with minorities? What's wrong with black people?
Nothing.
What's wrong with
It's
Hispanics?
like talking to an enemy. There's nothing wrong with minorities. They're fabulous. Fabulous. Because you're an enemy to me.
Why?
Because you don't understand.
I don't understand what.
Nothing.
That racism still is alive?
No, that there's a culture.
What culture?
People steal certain things. Hispanics steal certain things towards blacks. Blacks steal certain things towards other groups. It's been that way historically, and it will always be that way.
But it's not that way in my heart and in my mind.
But maybe you want to adjust to the world.
But why? If the world doesn't do anything for me and they don't make me happy.
You're right. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to argue.
I can't be racist in my heart.
And that's good. I'm living in a culture, and I have to live within the culture. So that's the way it is. That's how I got it. I got the whole message. You live with your heart. You can't be flexible. You can.
I am flexible. I understand that that's the way you were raised and that's your culture, and I'm respectful and respectful.
Why do you have to disrespect them? Those are.
Who am I disrespecting?
The world before you.
Why am I disrespecting them?
By walking, you're perceived as either a Latina or a white girl. Why should you be walking publicly with black people? Why? Is there a benefit to you?
Is it a benefit to me? Does it matter if they're white or blue or yellow?
I guess that you don't know that. Maybe you're stupid. Maybe you don't know what people think of you. It does matter, yeah. It matters.
Do you know that I'm mixed?
No, I don't know.
You know that I'm mixed.
You told me you were going to remove those. You said, yes, I understand you. I mean, you change from day to day. Wow. So painful. Wow.
People call you and tell you that I have black people on my Instagram, and it bothers you.
Yeah, it bothers me a lot that you want to broadcast that you're associating with black people. Do you have to?
You associate with black people.
I'm not you, and you're not me. You're supposed to be a delicate white or a delicate Latina girl.
I'm a mixed girl.
Okay. Well, but
and you're in love with me. And I'm black and Mexican, whether you like it or not,
okay.
Whether the world accepts it or not. And you're asking me to remove something that's part of me and in my bloodstream because the world thinks different of me and you're afraid of what they're going to think because of your upbringing. You want me to have hate towards black people?
I don't want you to hate. That's what people do. They turn things around. I want you to love them privately in your whole life. Every day you could be with them. Every single day of your life.
But not in public?
But why publicize it on the Instagram and why bring it to my games?
Why bring the black people to the games?
I really don't want to discuss it anymore. It's over. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
I feel that way so strongly, and it may cause our relationship to just break apart. And if it does, it does. It's better to break apart now than to break apart later.
I'm sorry that you still have people around you that are full of racism and hate in their hearts. I'm sorry that you're still racist in your heart. I'm sorry that you live in a world that's still...
How about your whole life? Every day, you could do whatever you want. You could sleep with them, you could bring them in, you could do whatever you want. The little I ask you is not to promote it on that and not to bring them to my games.
I don't bring anyone to the game.
Okay, then. There's nothing to argue about.
I know.
Okay, we got a big problem here. I really don't feel like going anywhere. I don't feel like going to Europe. I don't feel like just going to the whole thing. We got to pay it. If you didn't like someone that I was with, I would stop seeing that person.
I'm sorry, I don't have any more friends. What would you like me to do? Remove the skin color out of my skin?
Is that a real issue, or are you making something up?
I mean, I just don't understand what the issue is.
There's nothing wrong with you or your skin color. Why are you saying these things? To upset me? Okay.
Sweetie, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, too. We made a giant mistake, both of us. Everything you say to me is so painful. Do I want you to change the color of your skin? You know how to really hurt somebody. And just, instead of saying, I understand.
I don't understand how you can have so much hate towards minorities.
I don't have any hate. I love them.
I cannot understand
Why would you say
how a person like you who's elevated, who's here, still feels above the world, and you can't even be seen with someone in which is considered of a different skin color.
They can be with me all day long, all night long.
I can't believe that a man who's educated, a man who's a scholar, a man who's...
Well, believe it and stop talking about it. Let's finish our discussion with a period, okay? You're not making any good points. You can't believe this man. That's all I am. I'm not a good person in your eyes. If I was a good person, you wouldn't say, I can't believe this. I can't believe that.
What am I
Which are all lies. I love this.
Look at all this negativity coming from...
There's no negativity. I love everybody. I'm just saying, in your lousy Instagrams, you don't have to have yourself walking with black people. You don't have to. If you want to, do it.
If it's white people, it's okay? If it was Larry Bird, would it have made a difference?
You're just a big fighter. I could see who would want to live with a woman like you. Who would want to live with a woman? All you ever wanted to do was fight. You're a born fighter.
I'm sorry that you're mad.
You're the worst mouth.
Why are you so angry, honey? What's wrong?
Well, why would you bring up Larry Bird? What has he got to do with it? You can walk all night long with your sisters or your family.
I saw someone I admire. I admire Magic Johnson.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's made a lot of changes for his community, for the world, for the people, for the minorities. He's helped a lot of people.
Why are you forcing this down my throat? I'm finished talking to you. I have nothing more to say.
And I took a picture with someone I admire.
Good.
And he happens to be black, and I'm sorry.
I think it's nice that you admire him. I know him well, and he should be admired. And I'm just saying that it's too bad you can't admire him privately. And during your entire life, your whole life, admire him. Bring him here, feed him, him. I don't care. You can do anything. But don't put him on an Instagram so the world has to see, so they have to call me. And don't bring him into my games, okay?
I don't know him personally.
Please leave me alone. Please, please.
I'm sorry. Is there anything that I can do to make you feel better?
No, you could never make me feel better.
I'm
You're
sorry.
just a fighter and you want to fight.
Now, this is the type of hypocrisy that I'm talking about, when I, mentioned about a lot of these racist people. And I'm going to go ahead and, pick a bone with, racist white folks. I ain't talking about all white folks. I'm talking about the racist ones. There's a lot of old ones and some young ones that do still share this type of thinking. Now, here this man's girlfriend is not even white, But he doesn't want her hanging around black people and other minorities. Here this man is the owner of the Clippers, which is, let's go ahead and keep it real, predominantly black players. You know what I mean? And here this man is acting like this. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. This is why you can't sit there and never take these racist cats serious, because this is why black people, I don't know about a lot of other minorities, but black people have a specific saying that they hate us, but they love us. Now, I give this girl props, but then at the exact same time, I shame this woman, because here this woman, first I'm gonna give her props by going ahead and exposing this guy and putting out the audio of this, because obviously she was the one who put out the audio. But at the exact same time, I'm shameful of this woman. You know why? Because here this woman, this proves my exact point about a lot of minorities, And when I sit there and say, I'm talking about specifically Latinos and black people. Now, I feel like, a lot of us sell out to a certain extent. When I say sell out, I'm not talking about dating interracial. There's nothing wrong with dating interracial or dating who you like. But let's go ahead and keep it real here. Do you honestly think that this woman is dating this man because she actually liked this man, or she dating this old dirtbag because of his money? This is the problem with a lot of Latinos and blacks. You go ahead and sell yourself out. You'll date a racist person all because you think they can take care of you. You know what I mean? And this is, that's a definite problem. I know this for a fact, and you guys know I'm not lying. There's a lot of blacks and Latinos who will date somebody white because they think, oh, well, you know what? He can take care of us and our family. You know what? I'll be looked at more better. You know what I mean? So you will basically date somebody who hates your own people. Who hates your own people, does not have no love for your own people, that uses you as a sex object, basically, to have sex with you. This is the problem right here. Why would you date somebody who you obviously know who is racist towards your own people? You know what I mean? People need to get this through their thick skull that, you know what, if this man don't have no respect for your people, he really don't have no respect for you. Now, I'll go ahead and give her a props for going ahead and sticking up for what was right. Yeah, she stuck up for what was right, but you dating a man who does not like you or your own people. And you told this man that you're mixed. That's a problem right there. There ain't no problem with dating interracial. No, there's no problem with that. Because there are a lot of people who, really have true love for each other, but you're dating an old racist dirtbag for his money. And now you want to go ahead and, expose the dude? I'm sure you knew this man was like this. This is why I say, they hate us, but they love us. And this goes all the way back to, the slavery days. You have a lot of these racist folks who even love raping slaves, having sex with slaves, and having kids with slaves. But yet still, you didn't want to claim those kids as yours, things like that. You want to do business with minorities, as long as they tap dancing for you, yada, 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 but you don't want to be associated with them, supposedly, but you associate with them. Now, all the hypocrisy of this man's character was basically exposed. You can tell by just listening to what he had to say. When this girl questioned, his motives and the way he acts and how he does business with other folks, it was all good, but she can't do it. You can, but we can't. You can, we can, but you can't attitude. That attitude is very prevalent in America when it comes down to, race issues, that we can do it, but you can't do it. Because if you do it, then it's not okay. But if we do it, it's okay. Stuff like this needs to be exposed more often. And a lot of you cats out there, man, who are dating people because you want to be looked at in a better position, or you feel that they can go ahead and take care of you. You're selling yourself out because, this person doesn't have no respect or your people or the struggle that your people come from. This is straight BS right here, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this again. Do you honestly think this pretty lady, if this picture of this, if this is this man's girlfriend, which I think it is, but do you honestly think that she's with this man because she actually loves him, or you think that she's with this old dirtbag for his money? Because that's what a lot of Latinos and blacks do. You'll go ahead and date, old fogey white dude for his money, knowing damn well that he racist, and you'll still beat him because he got money. That's a bunch of BS to me, in my opinion. And this is, a prime example was what the problem is in America. And I don't give this man no type of excuses, because this is how I feel. Because if a person is that old, by now they should have different views. They should be, since you lived on this earth, long enough, you should definitely know how every group in America is. But nope, this man still has his old racist prejudiced, bigoted ways. You know what I mean? He wants to deal with black people when it comes down to, you know, black people and Latinos, he wants to deal with them when it comes down to when they making money for him. But yet and still, though, you don't want your girl in public socializing with them, you know, even though she's black and Latino. You guys let me know what you guys think about this next time. Subscribe. Peace out and have a good one. Peace.